political parties, as I say, ACI and for at the more expectations at the 2 years. I mean, okay, you are the nation of our so after 24 years more, Ogusa only a category. That's the center. National in the world. And we don't have to do too much to ensure that we get what it is that we are looking for. If you see the NDC, jittery, extremely jittery. I mean, just a few minutes ago, we all watched a very unnecessary, very, very unnecessary, disgraceful press conference from the NDC. And you can see the demeanor, the high level of uncertainty, from them. They are completely unsettled. And it's simply because, like I always said, one, they were overly complacent. Two, they took the good people of this country for granted, and they assumed that once it is 8 years, they are coming to power. Reality is settling in, and instead of doing a self-check and a reality check and improve upon themselves, they want to inflict upon the entire country the damage that they... They want to inflict upon the entire country the damage that they themselves have brought upon themselves, and they want us to all live in it together. That is what we are not going to allow. And we want to thank every single Ghanaian, every single citizen of this country, both those within and without, those living abroad, for working together with all the institutions and bringing us this far. We encourage everybody to remain calm but extremely vigilant. Trust us. Believe us. This election is going to go to a very sensible conclusion. Nothing else. Trust the MPP on that. It is going to go through a very, very, very successful conclusion, and a very sensible one as that. As usual, the NDC is doing what they know how to do best, behaving in the most irresponsible and disgraceful manner that you can expect from a political party. They are calling on their supporters at this hour. Elections are over. Your supporters were supposed to mobilize the people and get them to their votes, their polling stations, and cast their votes. That is what political parties do. Simple process. Campaign, encourage your supporters to canvass for you, get the voters to go to the polling station, cast their vote for you. Everybody in the full glare of the public, the counting is done at the polling station. You have agents. All the other political parties have agents. You finish, you sign at the polling station that you accept the results at your polling station. When that is done, simple process. Move your pink sheet from the polling station and take it to the constituency coalition center, where you have your agents there with the Electoral Commission. And what is going to happen there is simple. The sheets, the pink sheet that your agent signed at the polling station is being brought to the constituency coalition center. And that is where those figures are going to be put together and summed up. When that is done, the constituency would now pick the constituency sheets from the constituency coalition center and take it to the regional coalition center. At the regional coalition center, let's use the Eastern region as an example. 33 constituencies. All they are going to do at the regional coalition center is to pick the 33 constituency coalition sheets, which you have a copy, and sum it, and then move it from there and bring it to the center, which is the Electoral Commission here in Accra, and they put together 16 coalition results, and we have our elections called. And so it's baffling, extremely baffling, to have the NDC behave the manner in which they are behaving. They continue to also peddle some falsehood. Somewhere around 4:30 p.m. thereabouts, the NDC held a press conference, and they are saying that the NDC organizer in the Ashanti region has discovered 500,000 ballot papers, which they claim are ballot papers that they have discovered being hidden by the MPP. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a complete falsehood. It's a complete lie. It's a falsehood. All we saw in that video is Joseph Yamin the organizer of the NDC in Ashanti region, holding his own phone, having a camera placed on him by his own people in a certain room with no resistance. No owner of the room, no owner of the house, not a single person they met in the room accustomed, standing and having a conversation, cheerfully telling somebody that I've discovered ballot papers. Our checks indicate that, first of all, the room they claim they discovered those ballot papers are not even at the location they indicated. Number two, these are actually ballot papers that Yamin himself took to the Ashanti region for whatever reason. Remember, they had already given some of these ballot papers to the youth organizer of the Atwima Kwama constituency. The police had already issued a statement on that. We showed a video earlier on, and maybe before I conclude, I'll show that video, where the son of the constituency youth organizer of the Atwima Kwama constituency was arrested by the Ghana police. For attempting to stuff a ballot box with 79 ballot papers. These ballot papers were part of the ballot papers that you saw Joseph Yamin standing by. What had actually happened was that Joseph Yamin realized that he had 30 minutes for elections to end, and he had not been successful to execute that task that had been given to him by his party. And so to save his face, he all of a sudden goes on video using a selfie and telling the whole country that he's found some ballot papers that belongs to the MPP. That's an outright lie. It's a complete falsehood, and it's something that everybody should disregard. We are calling on the Ghana Police Service to investigate to the latter that video that Joseph Yamin has put out, because they are an absolute threat to the stability of this country. They do not show us the number of the alleged ballot papers. We never see it. We only see some brown boxes or brown papers, in a corner. They do not tell us the exact quantity that they have, because you have the deputy spokesperson of the flag bearer of the opposition party indicating on her Facebook post that they have discovered some 300,000 ballot papers. Then Joseph Yamin says 500,000. Then another NDC person says 400,000. So it tells you the kind of people they are and what it is that they are doing. Again, we do not see any MPP official in the video. So think about this. Joseph Yamin, for some reason, has magic. Identifies a building that has ballot papers, goes into that house, and there is nobody in the house. Joseph Yamin walks into that house seamlessly. The Joseph Yamin we know has a suspicion that there is a ballot paper hidden in the house, would start recording himself from the road before even getting to the gates, before walking into the room. Strangely, Joseph Yamin switches off his phone or his video, breaks into whichever house, opens whichever door, gets into a room, and then only begins to record himself inside a room. These guys really take the entire country completely as fools, because it doesn't just add up. The same Joseph Yamin gets into the room before inviting media. This Joseph Yamin we know, having picked intelligence that there is some ballot papers hidden somewhere by the MPP, will call the media, call police, and walk in there with them before he even puts a video on himself. He doesn't do any of these things. Again, we only see him in a corner with a video on himself. Now, you've discovered some 500,000 ballot papers in an MPP stronghold, and then the only evidence you show us is a selfie of yourself in a room having a conversation with somebody excitedly, telling the person that you've discovered some ballot papers, and then telling us that you are now calling police to come and do whatever it is that you're expecting them to do. We all know the reasons why the NDC are behaving this way. Everybody in this country knows that this is not the first time we are going through this. Unfortunately, as a people, we have to deal with being inflicted with this every single election period. The NDC are clearly losing these elections, and they know it. As we speak, the elections have already been counted at the polling stations. Every political party has copies of the pink sheet. They know it. They know very well they are losing these elections, and that is why they would call for havoc. We are winning these elections as a party. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is winning these elections, and that's why we are saying that let's protect it. If we are winning, why would we want the electoral processes to be disrupted when we are winning? And so, I'm sure a lot of you recall the story in the Bible. I think it's a Solomon story. The story of the two rival women, where they went to sleep, woke up in the morning, and one of the babies are dead. Now the king calls these two women fighting over the living child. And then he says, why are you fighting? He said, this is my child, this is my child. Then the king says, okay, no problem, bring me a sword. This is the living one. Cut the living child into two so that you can all have a half of it. Now, you remember, the woman who knew very well that the dead child is her said, yes, kill the baby. Kill the baby. Now, the woman who knew that this child is my child, and because he's my child, I don't want the baby dead, said that, my king, if he would please her, give her the child. All this woman sought to do was to make sure that her child does not die. But the other lady that knew that she was guilty, knew that she had already lost her child, was willing for both of them to lose their children. That's exactly what the NDC are doing. They know they've lost. They know they are nowhere near victory in these elections. And that is why they would irresponsibly call on their supporters to move towards the coalition centers to disrupt the coalition centers. Already, we have heard of incidences in some of the constituencies. We saw some on TV where some NDC persons were somewhere in Dansoman breaking through the coalition center and basically attacking security services. What is this? At the coalition centers, you have your agents. Why do you want to go and destroy ballot papers and disrupt the electoral process if indeed you are confident that you have won these elections? Why? Why would any political party that is willing and ready to lead this country, why would any political party that is very, very clear in his mind that he has won this election want to disrupt these electoral processes? We will not allow that. Just as we've told you from the get-go, throughout the process, we have blocked each of the ill intent of the NDC. Every strategy they brought into this election has failed. And we are going to continue to ensure that they fail at it. And this one is also going to fail. At this juncture, we are waking every single MPP supporter up. Wake up. Call your families, call your brothers, call your sisters. Go to the coalition centers. Protect the EC. Help the police protect our electoral system. Our democracy needs to be protected. And it will take the citizens to protect our democracy against this dangerous political party, the NDC. Go there, stand there, touch nobody, but make sure that nobody touches any electoral material. Make sure that nobody touches any security officer. And make sure that nobody touches any electoral officer. If anybody comes to the coalition center and attempts to touch anybody at the coalition center, you have our permission to touch that person because you are protecting democracy. That you have our blessing. And we stand by you for doing the right thing because that will be a patriotic action. As it stands now, our call on you is to collaborate and cooperate with these officers, electoral officers and security officers, and ensure that we protect the ballot that the Ghanaian citizen has cast, stood in the sun, some of them being beaten by rain and cast their vote. We are clearly wondering what it is that the NDC and their leader is seeking to achieve by these unnecessary and reckless comments that they are making. Not a single constituency as we speak has even lifted the hands of any parliamentary candidate in their constituency, ladies and gentlemen. It is a process. As we speak, it is just 9:54. Every constituency you go to, they are tabulating their results. They are collating the pink sheets from the polling station. When they are done, that is when they will lift their hands of the parliamentary candidate that has won, and the electoral officer there will now declare that parliamentary candidate the winner. It is then and only then that any responsible political party would come on air and declare and indicate that they have won. We have our results. We know all the seats we've won already, but we are responsible. We are responsible. And we believe that to protect the sanctity of our electoral process and democracy, we should hold on to our numbers and our results until the Electoral Commission declares at the constituency level. Then we will declare. Throughout the process, from now till tomorrow, Any moment that the Electoral Commission left the hands of any parliamentary candidates, that is from the MPP, we'll call you and we will declare to you. That is what responsible political parties do. This election is going to be won with intelligence and not muscles. No matter how strong you are, no matter how much muscles you are, trust us. We are beating you with intelligence. And we are going to do it like we've always done it in previous elections. And like I always say, just as it is in the DNA of the NDC, once we are thinking and processing and using the due process, they are pumping, like they say it, and they are lifting metals. And then by the time they realize, they have lost. And then their followers will rise up against them. And then for them to hide behind the shame, they will call on their followers on the street. For the NDC followers, if you get on the street and the security agencies get hold of you, remember, you will be on your own. They will not be there with you. As we speak, Charles, the gentleman who is the son of the youth organizer of the NDC at Etrima Kwama constituency.
Wow!
Simply because we believe we have won this election and we want to have a country that is intact enough for us to be able to govern. Thank you very much. Our two brothers. Bata yibiamba no kwene pe enne so de yabato a yatu kweto to America for the onkra mu na mudo mu se yakoye nimpa yakoye ni mu hwe kwaye faso a obi etun ko line to na ba ni ade ya faso ye ne se yababo hu ban na yaye bia ka ho na enkoko ba se yabeto to na se ya se no na ne dia NDC ene omumpenyi fo ye no e kamya ko se almost tell my money now. Yama hoping. Yatua be ye to be ya can you say more agent ever connoisseur electoral commission ni police officer na etofia wo yaka and we ya say you be in dia na de ene nkanti akokrom akosai niama akopreprebu na say my way mu na NDC for ebe press conference akacho mo followers o mo coalition center there ebisiafo NDC for person o mo say my dey and my yama hoping. It is some way the air catcher MPP media organ happen in Yanni. One dynamic, shall this year, there were now for MPP media the Yanni. Now coalition center or constituency. Come electoral commission police for mobile. Come what police for Okwa, could tell police for this now only almost now your best our coalition center. Now can agency at the call. Let me say the mind before Kwanoma Koko send on Quadia. You better your process no and mobile. You did say about 2 ways. Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, Dim Kunim. We didn't Kunima ye.
ye did say about we like MP no do one na we about no picture ye every police station no ye saka ye dey na da eti ye dem dey nya nemu emrani say eye electoral commission nko ene betumi abobo amma no eye mienu ye bi kai constituency level no electoral commission da bobo na ho na no omo paw nipa omo didi say MP abanwa dey wedi no kwani say the constituency ni pa and say electoral officer ni pa nipa no constituency ni pe after the year as a political party you betumi the nipa ni year dey atuja say omo year ye dia na say ye bi kai e de betuja even though you cry your figures ye de betuja one ha na ye de basabasa ya dey aba oman the process no yabato won tete no eye bibia eye mmrekra ya to aba ni ya munyina mu dia danse be bia mu to aba na edi ni kodira wana gini akenkan ema ya bobo ye yire no obi ansan sakra tare ya fa ni pension na agent ni sai no ye de ni ba constituency coalition center ye be du wa e ho ne akeka bom ye ka bom wi a e ho eye be mu dia constituency ni MP a owi ni ye ana president no so dey dey owiye na dia egube dia say we amanyo ko e say otobo atenete ye bi coalition center ho obi tiri say yes an kan dim em da no man kwan it is the one really ye na so ka say ni shit na mi ya wo police station ni timi be kekanya one sha na de bata ye dey akoba it is say NDC for the press conference for ka cho mo chita for say e say so mo mo lu sunti omuko coalition center omuko ya bata ye ya masa kwan no ebusafo wunya gidie wo MPP ni ya ye depend ya ye ni sa we ye be dika ye the NDC for ye so we ye be dika o mu di segment 2016 o ye 2020 o ye bi o ma ya to sa ka be tabe o mu se den ye suahunu bia MPP segment na o mu di na ye ni be kwa ye di o mu fa so wunya ma ye be shama mo ye be mo ye electoral process no ba ye to ensure say Ghana ni bi no to aba na ba no ye be bu na bonfia na say ye be to atwere MPP for ni nanko coalition center ho ni yankobo ya ba na ya to eno ho ban okwa ti ya police ni nsem ti electoral commission officer ni nsem ni ensina ho enfa wo san ko bia demo ka NDC ni bi de saka police ni bi ana NDC ni bi de saka electoral officer bi afa saka NDC no esa ne se tambre no na wo bo oman no ho ban ya sumo bia so onko stay bia ewo coalition center na mo so mudi kan ba ho no be dia ya ma ho kwan yen ye beta wachi ya bo ho ban fa so wo bo oman no ho ban ye kenya ne pe so mu nyamo le kai Solomon abakosem na wo Bible no emma mienu abatai mienu no mo nyomo makoda ye no ye da so ye na ba kwada ne ba no so ama ne ba no yi ye nya ne ye na kwaya kasaka se ne se nkola ne se omo se pa because omo nya papa ba ko enti we say ya otia se ne ye meba we say we ya meba we say we ya meba ye ko hu ta ene ko na nemi na na hwe na asem ne kai de esa ne se nkola ne se enti ya di so be hu dia e ne ba enti na adi mu do enti yo kai ne se ombra ne sikai se mo se akwala we ya mo ba eso ye ba ko pe mu ye mienu ye be che ne mu mienu na ya mo bi afa to bi ya di akwala ne ye fa de ekufi na bi ye ne se o tra akwala o tia se mu mienu a obewu enti ma mi no limta no kre ono na ne ba ewu no e ho na Vigilance na na aiku no na tere mu mienu na papa me da ho na na mu se wo enye wo ba dia onimka akwala ne ye ne ba nkasa no o se na wadaro ma se flow akwala we ni na ye ba me so betse se metsina fe na me a me ba me ye ba ya pai ni mu se die ankana na facha no anya shekwa bolo akwala ne tiafia de huna de mu se me ba ne ye den etinkwem e ho na ohene kai se wo na akwala ne ye oba enti do ba fa ye den fako endi ti fo mu sa ba to no di nkugu o mare atai ejuregu boni mu ya se de na se akamu ko ya se de da fam no on trash ya se o ma wu se o ma vie ejuregu vie enti no o mo promo chita for so mo ko collecting center enkoko se no se ya na bo ye nyina e bo bia Dr. Mahmoud Bamiya edin kunim MPP parliamentary candidate edin kunim ye bobo ho ban opem se electoral committee for be nya free e de abobo abato no bo be kaya enche ye bia 2020 abato e tie NDC for the mika kokko so edin kunim after they lost almost losing here no e catch o me tita for nyina say MPP for yi omo it's almost black room almost be na krom for almost a week and disturb on my way nyina say niema ukwe dumani ase wo car ya pipe wo car ya send for office ni ade e ko ni e chomo ko court no the before mo say evidence ba kumpo mo wa mo famda court mo so mo ni Casio calculator and MPP chairman de kwatena friend say court who decide say aha uti unya say unyina so we ya o say man famba in fact omo e dey mo coalition center so mo ko kenkan MND no omo ko no ti eko company ye say still na biscuit ye dey en kan e bia no mo ye dey mo wa agent wo coalition center mo be count mo be ye di mo agent ni mo no e say embra na ye cheche ye agent no adisia ene akwa fa so ye dey normal no na mo training macho men embra ye training agent say ye be fill form say ye be kenkan no na NDC for training macho men e training embra na so say ye kenkan no macho men to kwalechum kitewia omakosa ene to kwani yesi be be do yan for masters ene yan fa ho de ne ye dia kenkan ene ye e say so omam prepare for kenkan ni almost say yanko say no yamma sa kwai no MPP ye wo macho ene san so ni bia ye de dey e di djuma no enti ekwan bi e be fa so ye bebo ya bato no e ban no ye bebo ye de adwini nyansa ena edi nkunim e wa bato we enye macho ene ahode awo e wo nkunim ye se ga na fo nya ne se munda munya gidie we mu munya wonfa mo ni to MPP aban na mo to ababa ye no wonfa mo ni ye dey enkiefo Any a bomb about in 2016. Any a bomb about in 2020. And yet now you are being way, any a Tiaco, any of them are quite so be, and make Jim about Tony and few months. The bomb about one by a moment. Near my electoral commission, police as we day, Ayomojima, and Brano, the electoral commission, and yet declaration of constituency level, the best threat they are catching. So when you come, Kokoda. So we should know when you come to coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den emanye na mo didie pa de ye bi ewo MPP amayo kumu se wa bana wo to ye no ye bobo ho baye amamo ye da mati bebre na me tabu nyina
esan emamo akwaba yakọ parties ni mienu nyina wo mo command center akwakofa presses ni mienu Sami Jamfi enedi kan ye ema NDC offering na chita for zo mu nyina mesen coalition centers na de omo nkonko ye ne de nyame nanim ena MPP for so Dennis Miracle aboaje ba be ye we sesi ano no so say ye to abana se unim se wadi nkunimu a obaka che nkofo so mo nkoye basabasa ewo polling center na ono so ka che na chita for so mo so nkoho na mo kwa mo nkoye basabasa bia na ukona se uhu se obi de nse ka security officer na se electoral officer bia sa ni pani your mind tamfo ento so fa nsaka no mimi nya ya na nka masa de but doc at say
me I think say na miracles nso abeka no nso to de bia ebinum feel say amoye mema esi binum okruma. Oh,
okay.
Fine for me. If really, awful say what we near, as a ujai process no, Emma
echo.
Now finally you declare a winner. But along the line, ope say, a cheater for no, echo stop process. Let's just say assemble.
Sa
Pa, because say me. And I'm feel say so we move and we protect it process no so that obi embe say win you know and I say yeah mfa wodi and to so say edru wo abreso and I see but say wo catch Wachi tie for so omunko na omunko disrupted ya. Na just say adwen ben attach.
It was it. But no, so far senior processes the conduct of the parties.
No, I think say yeah, very good. But maybe I do know critical. And no nebetimi abua amaye who is winning and who is losing. And also no person or more disrupted process no, which is very bad.
Gamzi.
Anna?
Let me say.
See ati mo so ya jejeje some of the results no ebi ni ade issues I friend opano ekokoko so HS kakra bebe mu but generally ni ebeka say bibia ye peaceful eti right now no ye hwe ye nyina ye watwen ye mu coalition center ho se ombeke kan nyina bom na fe ye hunu ne wahwere di kan ene ne wato so mienu ne obejubility ene ne je ode be hye ne ho kode na wapen baby afa but me de na eyem yi kakra na ekire madwen kakra say won say prior to neno there were friends saying there were times former President John Mahama of the NDC on mount platform be an podium be also the Electoral Commission and the NPP are planning to rig the elections and a whole lot but yeshas no oti baby empupuye biasi obi pese oye to trust him be na obi pese or short changing niema bia na rather the opposition party na ma dwene ma mekesene pa bia no pa na me bisa of adakabre about issues no and we can say they say yenya dia ababegu ye twen say coalition centers nyina across the country no ye betimi put the things together na fe ye hunu de we ni ene de wadi ntwo but na nei onim say political party bia e won agent e wo polling center bia enti say wo fa wo agent ne sokora aye calculations by now every political party should know whether they have lost or they have won. What I say but just that won't me ma bonten emeka enti e show ho enti I think say we can say nyina e watwen yemu twen say Electoral Commission the various coalition centers and also be put two things together now mo de abomo de ban so e be come etie for aswati
doc Mahusa ngofo bi a started jubilate even though you say checks sa consensus no more jubilate no crowd yan kan e mani nwie enti sansam ne ana usum say
me no that is why say minim bibi mpo now friend me back door now bisa me a say twen Electoral Commission na ebe announce or announce we are well those things majority of them are propaganda. Enti eni say wo fan serious until say obeti every year ano ansana so obe jubilate ya we jubilate because to me it doesn't make sense abaye gusu kan yen kan we then you waba out so into who see them winning
me kai say 2018 na MPP for your national elections no national congress koye wo Kufodua almost started on results no akobe fe lakulaku omuyi lakulaku de kakra bi gu hwa o say na brass band for boys bi on na fe omu di lakulaku achi mami enya sam kito lakulaku free me omu kamba no kopak ni tere no aba no
jubilate
afi omu hwe mani nyina gu ho wi lakulaku fitre ho ba na ka onu ngo
o poto
o ma say free echi a poto o say election bi ya say ye bobo a o hwe constituency na say o hwe fom yie pa unim say constituency we ne fa ha say ye to aba even though constituency nankasa no party A and party B and win no sa pom has say the omu win da
yes
you understand
yes it's true
and the results na eba no first thing I say we say if we have which part of the constituency and are the free ba
yes
who honey we are ebe mo wate ne ma ase aha but ebia na babia resource no free ba no enye onipa ba ko no de wo adwen yo se o lusuo no enye ne stronghold by a condition holder obo se ne ntina na me bisa o se na me bisa enua na report to free nkransa na of no se do man kese no eye Charles ne strongholder na eno o se da bi o Charles no kranka ye free do man kese do man kuma bo abemfi ma ene sankuru na ya kese na wo ehoni nyina
on twema no
ehoni nyina twema no endi se ehono twema na mpa de a ukofa results free baby omo twema no ba wadwe be o se olusu but in reality he may be winning so enti meme de what train free 4 years what me train 4 years now we are about 10-16 hours in aka hours aka no enoso na se na niema ekoise be kosa bigimi di ye pa se endu so chena damu no nko na we ne de isi betia declare results no obi a ho ato on betia declare obi a ho ato enti se wa twen vie nan a dako na untimi ntwen and I have few hours no ebi a wo de en kra de interest here parliamentary twen parliamentary minim say acha fee 11 hawk
they will start coming
na results no ehwegum wow then you can count me mom de madwene mu no yem fa abotre enye adwuma mo de mo ntwen na electoral commission no mobo se wa wi ni
it's true
and abai to no Ghana say no onye serious and abeka say wi awo
yes it's very true
because police station ho no obia repo ho
yes
ya to aba no so a ya the pink sheet na fam da no obi we agent na ho no so obi the time na wi awo
thank you
time and I mean, what do you say? Oh, quack ballot box. No, I want you say, oh, dear, said Dr. Diaka. No, oh, no, any chance I change will be entino, will be our transaction. There be a masosa. Emma Sosa. Em say, as you know, they are this year. Na, yes, never ye kakra. Be a masumwe.
Yeah, Ebusian for Peace 104.3 and waso egua OTNT si ade ye wo atweyemu ese coalition centers ahodo no ye betimi we no me de ese eja ayebins ye twen se coalition centers no ye de mano ebefri ho no mo aba na fe yetimi aboboso na yehunu de eko de odi nkunim ene de odi ncho enti dog nso ha ye nyina ye wa ha enti we de ye be home so kakra bi na enche ye beba na fe ya ba na vemu ye ba na chese hu se results no are you ready enti ye ba e flow sa enti obi anwa twen but me dem ogidi ma pase all the parties ni nyina omo reps e wo polling centers nyinara enti woni wo rep no the outcome beba 5 o'clock na 6 or 7 o'clock no waji ni nyina quality bibia enti momoti wono munim say aba no yenya 1% ana yenya 50.1% ana 50.1 plus 1% yenya dada enti no ane say wo twen say electoral commission den stamp basis panyan na chese edimu na watimi agina so jubilate enti every political party especially the NPP and the NDC meaning say omo ya aware of the number of votes and the percentage omo ankasa no omo enya dada ansana nti obi ka yesi akokọ bi de ni madechie na nso tie fini onina no nti omu nyina ehwese electoral commission no ebeba bonte na fe wabe nti nyina watwen yem enche kra hwie be abroso adumienu na chese figures na asase eba yebema yetiefo nso aso ate nti si ade se moni yen na ewian dia ene munyigi nam na muntie nwumi na yemfa ntwen
Ghana manfo eya sumdue hu dawro ene ye bokyeremu eya abato ene ye beto enye ntokwa se wo party e na mo party bia eno nkyere se ya atamfo eno nti so yo mamba penti kona koto aba asumdwem na omanga na eye asumdweman abato bremo umaye sheyo yesesa yesumano
Samamo akwaba haye peace 104.3 FM so enie abatoɔ no an yeguso a yeje ensunsan so na sisi ide yebetu amerika kɔ electoral commission asoye ya tese wɔpɛso wɔne ensamtrafo kasa na ɔmanfo tibi yenua William Gentu ɔwɔ electoral commission office hɔ William Radio asomdie nka wo
Governor Enkaunso.
Yo, etiefo atawaso tie de electoral commission eka.
Governor, the free electoral commission hanomo. Yempese the etiefo ina anymore since morning. Electoral commission just 3 hours yom before media no na someone who do our more year no. Yes, with me is an emotion support. Eda shagana for winning the also a room our more air. Now we a bra. Voting in Nakuvie, constituencies ahodoɔ no accounting ɛkɔ so accounting bi na ayɛ accounting ewie ɛho nso so anso na wɔde brɛ yɛn deɛ wɔn kyerɛ ne sɛ asat na wɔn ne yɛn kasa no about 60% of the votes a wɔn tu yɛ in the various polling centers no 60% etimi enya akɔkodu ɛyɛ constituency collation center wɔn ɛhwɛ ne mu sɛ deɛ aka no hwie bɛbɛ dɔnhwɛ baako ntɛmu deɛ wɔn hwɛ ne mu sɛ deɛ aka various polling stations no. Na betime constituency police stations wo akwakodu constituency ho no na to my collation ho no mo collation constituency ho no be wi a o mata so abo ejide e de akwa regional collation center asa regional collation center no ho so o make calculations ho no mo wan na wi ni ye abatan na we nya ye wan na lusu ye na basan anu every star regional collation center na ansani na aba be wie our electoral commission national collation center hanomo and almost the kanyama ina is you know hanomo na resource almost abeka no omo announce e da kire e Ghana for o kire mu say coalition na e course no commission no enyantie say political party agents na ko do be na etomo coalition centers on no more ama electoral commission adwuma no mo ye in terms of coalition and Italian no and say that run smoothly and the advice and to futu our them my coalition center agents ni na say prempre o mo electoral commission for no pressure no ano AIS and to munya botre and my electoral commission officials no now we continue to from the constituency level to the regional level attend to the national coalition center what electoral commission handle what is that yeah or to party agents no anymore and no now also I can say is some trouble for yes from an opa the way I born have me sample way yeah and see after that not the man and trouble for some pa yes ya boa am to make na e course no ye bon de ru e da kire e Ghana for o kire ye say commission do my ready say results am good I free constituency coalition center and they be free a regional center no omo I ready say on be gidi na atu national coalition center I war electoral commission hand no free a china e code the results no certified ones no e be sha see e pie mu Ghana for e hu de e kosi ye nti obra oba hand no press conference for enu electoral commission a year since morning e ba hand no afei na omode de so enum no abi le ye ade omo kai na se omo da Ghana for say bi get ko bi e was mo demo na mo de se de ba ko pe ene se political party agents omo pu egu aye yisi officials no so political centers na e de strategy mo djuma no be se omo twa mo kakra na electoral commission officers no etimi ayo mo djuma on kan so mo yo mo every aye coalition centers so mo de na bo no ai so mo bo apeso wo hodo nti obe se omo briefing space kakra no transfer results from the constituency coalition center to the regional coalition center, then to the national coalition center. I war electoral commission hanomo. Government over hanomo, the course one with the tia, one some tia said, yeah, echoes of the year, Ghana for so and also in the sana, a free China called the certified results, ever shall see every year, national coalition center. I war electoral commission hano.
Na ai wili wadawruma why na ene ya kasa yi
Governor Samuel Deputy Commissioner Operations on his for Ekasa just about 5 minutes ago.
Enti no patch say a free polling stations no co constituencies no ansa na akorage na ho ansa na banasna sasa na wo kire
Sano Sansuna and Brano polling stations no movia results in free honor echo constituency coalition center. No move honmus via na regional coalition center. If regional coalition center on national coalition center, electoral commission no more must satisfy all the results from across the country, and the whole team is satisfying and they actually Ghana for.
Entina or my say constituencies no en yenya ohantem weduasia no ho 60% no
from 60% no all the polling stations are hold no results a free on mobile a free on mo akwakodu coalition center constituency coalition center no and I also was as at the time money and kasano na commission no etimi akata 60% of the vote from the polling stations are constituency coalition centers no.
Okay, and so far yan time by 40% no hantem weduanan no.
Yes, I know that is here. Electoral commissions who actually anymore so many free polling stations no constituency coalition center. Now my chance of which honomo regional before national coalition center and sa etini akamaha.
Yo. Uli ya bedase. Yo, bibi a better from bia na wama etie fuate.
Mate.
Yo. Therefore, Yasama Mwakwa Baby. Ahaya Peace 104.3 FM Sunie. Ahaya na ubenya samuni nyina etie. Na yetufa ni yako NDC amanyokuo. Omu headquarters yenyane ntiye se. Omu ne omanfo ekasa. Na yankonkutie die koswe.
This is not an exercise in secrecy. That exercise is supposed to be a public exercise. It is just like the sorting out of ballot papers, which is done at the polling station level at the close of polls, the counting of those ballot papers and the declaration of the results. Even though there are polling agents certified by the EC representing various political parties present, the general public is allowed to observe that process from at least 100 meters from where the real exercise is happening. So if you are a member of the general public, a citizen of Ghana, you can go and observe the sorting out of ballot papers, the counting, and the declaration at the polling station. Why is it that at the polling station level we don't say that because agents of political parties are already there, then everybody should go home? That is the paucity of the logic the MPP is urging on us. And it is very sad that the Electoral Commission seem to be re-echoing this contrived and baseless narrative of the New Patriotic Party. Everything about our electoral process is supposed to be public. Secrecy and opacity is what breeds rigging in every election. And so if they have nothing to hide, the MPP and the Electoral Commission have nothing to hide, then they should be happy. They should even join us in inviting members of the public to come and observe the coalition process. We are not asking our supporters to enter the coalition rooms. No, we have accredited agents who are the only ones permitted to enter those coalition rooms. We have accredited observers who can also enter and observe the process. But other members of the public are allowed to be at the center, at the right designated places. Not inside the inner perimeter or that enclosed area where the exercise is happening, but nothing stops them. There is no law in Ghana that bans citizens of Ghana from going to a collation center where results from polling stations are being collated. We have always done this since 1992. Collation has always been a public exercise. And the Jimensa Bosmanasare Samuel Tete-led EC cannot change it, neither can the failed outgoing NPP government change this. We need to make that very, very clear. And so we thank all our supporters who have heeded this call, stopped all manner of jubilations, and are presently at constituency coalition centers. We will continue to call on you, appeal to you to conduct yourself peacefully, responsibly, and orderly. And please ensure that you are at least 100 meters away from the main coalition center. But you should be observing your eyes, your ears, your nose should be observing the process. You should be smelling everything going on. You should be listening to everything going on, so that if there is any issue, you can draw our attention to that for us to act. So ignore the lamentations of our friends in the MPP who have all of a sudden turned into evangelists. I heard their campaign communication director quoting 1 Kings chapter 3 and all that Bible quotations that I'm sure he has not even read before. Today he's an evangelist quoting Bible quotations. This is not a biblical, quotation exercise. We are dealing with a public election governed by laws, and the call we have made is in consonance with the electoral laws of this country and with the conventions and practices that we have used for elections in Ghana since 1992. The earlier they get that, the better. But as I served notice and actually cautioned our agents and supporters to be on high alert for the rigging machinations of the MPP in this critical stage, or at this critical stage of the electoral process, we have come by incontrovertible evidence that shows that the MPP has not changed. So that if they have changed at all, they have changed from bad to worse. They don't think that elections are about counting hairs. They still think that election is about cutting hairs. They were one time lucky with violence and thuggery, and today they think that they can be second time lucky with thuggery and violence. But as the boys say in our Ghanaian society, they lie bad. This time around, violence will not prevail. Violence will not win the NPP this election, because there will be an appropriate resistance for what they have planned. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you to Atremamwa-Bieja South constituency. Even as I was addressing you, and by extension, the good people of Ghana, the NPP had assigned their thugs, positioned them somewhere around Sepase. And if you know that constituency very well, polls have ended in Ebuakwa, and ballot papers were being moved to Nkawie, the capital of the district, for coalition at the constituency coalition center. On their way from Ebuakwa to Nkawie, when they go to Sepase, some thugs of the NPP pounced on that vehicle. They were already holding 2 ballot boxes full of ballot papers, attempting to swap 2 ballot boxes with the ballot boxes that they were holding. Thanks to the resistance that our supporters, agents, observers mounted, and supported by the Ghana police, were able to overpower them, and they were arrested. And as I speak to you, they are in police custody, and I want to show you videos of what happened. And the media, you can check with your correspondents in the Ashanti region. These shameless, desperate people who think that this country belongs to them and will stop at nothing to hold on to power, even when they know the people of Ghana have rejected them. This is what they are up to again. They did it in 2020, they've started again. So this is the Sepase police station. There's the confrontations going on. When they arrested them, they brought them here. But let's go to the next video so that they can see the ballot box. Yeah, so that's one of the guys. Can you go to the next one? Next one. Yes, so these are the 2 ballot boxes they try to swap with authentic ballot boxes. These are the 2 ballot boxes. And the police have seized that. They have seized that. And this was as a result of the vigilance of our people and the professionalism of the Ghana Police Service. And we commend them for that. So these are the ballot boxes. They pounced on the vehicle which was transporting the ballot boxes from Ebuakwa to Nkawie Sepase. And they already had a ballot box with papers in it, ballot papers in it already tamperinted. So when we tell you that these guys are up to no good, they are criminally minded. These are demented psychopaths who would do everything and anything to hold on to power, including killing, including stealing. This is what we are talking about. They make frivolous allegations without any proof. We are giving you proof. So the new evangelist the NPP has now got, an evangelist Dennis Miracles Abuaje. We want him to hold a press conference on this and tell us whether this is true or not. Now let's move from Atremamwa-Bieja South and come to the the central region, Awutu Senya East constituency, where we've recorded another murder of an innocent citizen who happens to be a supporter of the National Democratic Congress. Sure. The tyrant Hawa Kumsin is a goner. And seeing that power has obviously left her, she cannot come to terms with the reality and has resorted to violence as she is known for. She's the same person who went to a police station and actually pulled a gun and shot at innocent civilians. And today, his thugs who were brought in from the Boku area. We know them. We have intel on all of them. Were directed by Hawa Kumsin to fire at an innocent, unarmed supporter of the NDC. Today, our former constituency secretary for Ayawaso, for Awutu Senya East constituency, Tuareg is no longer with the living. He's no longer with us. Why? Because thugs of this same woman, Hawa Kumsin, beat him to pulp. And he never recovered, never got better until he died very painfully, leaving behind many children. So for how long will Hawa Kumsin continue to do this? As I speak to you, one supporter of the NDC has been murdered. He's dead. The other is in critical condition at the hospital. But that is not to say that we have lost focus. It is a very sad moment for us, a very difficult moment for us. But until Honorable Nakoyo is declared as a member of parliament elect for that constituency, we shall rest not in that constituency. And the information we have is that the coalition currently ongoing at the coalition center at ASEC is almost coming to an end. And we want to call on all our supporters, all our agents to remain extra vigilant until the process is concluded. The duly elected member of parliament for the constituency is declared by the EC. The resource form duly signed by agents, our agents get his or her copy. It is posted on the wall, and then you can go and jubilate. But until then, let's remain vigilant. So that is what they have done there. And when we have the opportunity to address you again, we will show you pictures and videos of that. But I'm sure by now your correspondents in the area have already spoken to you about this sad development. But you know, nobody goes scot-free after shedding innocent blood. The NPP doesn't understand what is happening to them today. But one of the reasons why they are losing this miserably, like their own prophet told them they will lose spot all, is because of the 8 innocent Ghanaians they murdered in 2020. The blood of those innocent Ghanaians will forever be on their head. And so will be the blood of these 2 innocent Ghanaians who have been murdered today. One in Yankpala in the Tolon constituency. An innocent civilian who was sitting somewhere only for these NPP thugs under the instruction of their parliamentary candidate Habib to open fire on him. And if you can show that that is the injured person, show us the picture of the one who they murdered in cold blood under a bench because they were seated down. They didn't have any weapon. They killed them just like that because they had gone to the UDS campus at Nyankpala to influence and induce students to vote for Habib. Our supporters protested. It led to some heated exchanges and fisticuffs. The MPP thugs left the scene with Habib and came back there with their AK-47s and all that. They began to shoot indiscriminately to intimidate the crowd. The crowd dispersed. And on their way out, they met these NDC supporters sitting somewhere under an NDC shed. And they just opened fire on them and killed one at the spot. And here let me commend the Ghana Police Service led by IGP Dampare. IGP so far so good. It's not been smooth. We've not been happy with how some military men have been deployed and how some of them are behaving. But I think that so far the Election Security Task Force under your leadership has done its best to maintain law and order in consonance with the laws governing this process. And we entreat you to continue to do so in accordance with the constitution that you have sworn to uphold. And I'm commending him because we understand that 4 of the criminals who committed this dastardly act have been arrested by the police. But the main culprit, who is Habib, must be arrested. And if he's not arrested today, on the 8th of January, he will be arrested, just like our police. Mark that on the wall. Then, in Greater Accra, we are having serious challenges in 4 constituencies. One is Ayawaso Central, where the Interior Minister what's his name? Henry Quartey is member of parliament and the outgoing member of parliament for the area. We are having similar issue at Tema Central, Ablikuma West, especially where Aslausu is the member of parliament, and Ablikuma North. And the common feature of all these challenges we are having at these coalition centers is that the police, or let me not even say the police, these thugs of the MPP, because some of them may be wearing police uniforms or military uniforms, but you can't even tell today in Akufo-Addo's Ghana whether these people are truly soldiers. You can't really tell. That is how depraved the leadership of this country has become, and how bastardized our state institutions have been, reduced to. And so these thugs don't want to allow members of the public to at least observe, because at Ablikuma West, thugs of the MPP tried to engage in ballot box swapping. They threw into the coalition center 2 ballot boxes. And people saw it because they were there. And they were there because we called on them to be there. Had they not been there, the story could have been a different one. So they were there and then protested and resisted that ballot box swapping attempt by the MPP. Immediately that happened, Aslausu called her soldiers, and they came there in a truck. Soldiers armed to the teeth surrounding the coalition center. Well, our deputy general secretary is on the ground, and I'm told that the soldiers have now backed off. But that is a challenge we are encountering there. Same as Ablikuma North, same as Tema Central. And we are telling our people, stand your ground. Stand your ground. Be peaceful, be responsible, be orderly, but stand your ground. You have nothing to fear, because we are on the side of the law. We are on the side of the law. And they cannot kill all of us in Ghana. They can't. Now, to conclude, there is also the issue of Abuakwa North in the eastern region, where, again, at the coalition center, the police has fired tear gas, they are spraying pepper spray just to make sure that our people are not there to observe the process. And we want to call on the IGP to address these issues that we are encountering in some of these polling stations. The entire electoral process is a public exercise, from the police station level to the constituency level to the regional level to the national level. Accredited agents are the ones who are allowed to be in the coalition rooms. We all know that. But the public, the general public, is allowed to be around to observe what is happening. What is happening is not an election of a secret society. It's an election of a democratic country. People have cast their votes. What do you have to hide? And some people will say, oh, but your agents are there, allow them. 2 agents and a few observers. What about if they bandit them somewhere? Like they did at Echiman South. They attack them. They hound them out. Who will be there to defend them? And you want us, a serious political party, ready for power and in fact coming into power, to listen to your advice and tell our supporters to sleep at home and allow only 2 agents to be there observing the coalition? You think we are zombies? And I worry and it will not happen today, it will not happen tomorrow. We will police this exercise to the very end, and we call on our supporters to do exactly that. Now, finally, I'll end with a joke. I heard the new evangelist the MPP has now discovered, their communications director, who is now quoting a lot of Bible quotations, saying that they have won the election. Well, I'm not here to counter that. I'm not here to say that we have won. As for who has won, by now, every Ghanaian knows. They themselves, they know. And I want to show you one person who knows, because as the evangelist was preaching and saying they have won, his brother, the communications director of the MPP, was by his side. And from the look on his face, can we see that picture? I want to show you the face of a man who says he has won an election. Look, this is Richard Anyaba, MPP Communications Director. So if the MPP has truly won an election, you think this is how Richard Anyaba will be looking? This will be his countenance and his facial expression. And I'm sure you saw Fatima too. Yes, so these are the people who claim they have won an election. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your patience. We thank you for your collaboration. We appreciate your presence here with us, and we want to encourage you to stick with us until we bring this process to an end. Abusia for mebo asem na meka ne to fa tietia. Enche cry ne mo be in central for be din kita ho. Ye ne oman no teach you your supporters ina kasa say. About one year 2 year. Ya to akan abobo no polling station. But e fa na ye dru so ye constituency coalition center no. E ho ehia pa. Enti ye nyai enigye ne jubilation bia. Na ye nyina yanko kan ye agents won constituency coalition center. Yes ye ko radan na ye coalition ni wom. But ye ko gina baabi a ye betumi ehu de ekoso. Ana se empo ye ehu de ekoso a ye betumi ate de ekoso. Bibi sia ye bu ye nipa bia na ye tata ye nipa bia na obi pese owie mu a ye be wa around to give them the support that they need. Ye be ka sa semi ewie ye no MPP for so matikwa pai. Omozo mo ntia se ye supporters enko. Omo enkrofo omo ne omo eyesumasi dwedie electoral commission for so say o ampa ehia se political party be ma omo enkrofo akọ coalition center na bujanfo de ebisa ne se omo okro no wo kejetia na odu ho ne e pai konfu a wo be dwane akoyen saba no monye maje se
awie ye ko ndi samayoko no so ahye ye wo bra omo so mo ye press conference ni nyina efa abato ne ho samsam wudi say bi akoso ne bi ekunkum omo ene ne ma hodo bi na wo kan wasam say people for be press conference no omo kan sama hodo bi ho be hia so so mu yi ano nti
etiefo NDC amanyoko ena omone omanfo ekasa ye na yete se okase ye National Communication Officer ma NDC lawyer Sami Jemfi eniyama bi a ekoso a wode wani edi ekire ena no opese omanfo ete na oda won ho so yeguso a watayem result no ebi eguso a bank kakran sa constituencies ahodo no obi ni yem wim obi ni yem wim ebi da fam team wo no nan na ebi nso apeja wo no ti na megidi se ebi wo akra wote a wasumba ya woche se we di aba ne sai ai ne ya wonti bi da no obete na eniama akoso abatuo mu sei no me sei eya me depa trese next time politician ni bia mfa wo manfo nkoa unteki o manfo for granted eye efri sabrede kro o je turn out to eba ya we nyina ka bibi tra yen se efri enedere ko se ye di tumi mawo na o manfo no a ye di tumi amawo no wa anya ni wo mo pa anse bedru baby abato bedru suo no obekwa akobu nkotodwe won nkofo dem apacha so mu mese nkoto aba omu nkoda ye guso ye wa atanyem ebi guso a eba bebre ho no mu a oti abeka se the free Greater Accra region ha emrashebedwafo wo mu atete atofom wo mu so a wo mu asa peja ebema mo ahuni nyina ye kwa Central region finfini mantemu a wo mu gina wo mu na so wo mu ate ahwe wo mu nan ebema mo ate ye kwa Western region the same thing ye kwa Volta region Ashanti region mantem du nsia ni nyina ebema ate de ye kwa so nyina ebiguso a eban kakran krasa na abejafo nso ewa ha Dr. Adiadia ene no a ena maame biama kwafo ohene na kwame yamo enso ewa ha na result nuguso a eba no omu ate ahwe bie no ene doc ebedi hu nkomo omu gina omu na aso no yani bi nso bedi nkomo me kai passe menini di nkomo efa Greater Central and Western na ne prophecy no bebre abem a free break chronos result ni bi ba no ibebisa no doc ba ne say na ha no hu ni say straight away say no wa kyerɛkyerɛ ɔmanfo nti mu de munya abotra na mo ne yɛntena yɛbɛsa ba mo na so na de yɛteguo nyinaa no yɛma mo ate just mmea bi wɔ hɔ no mu a wɔn kɔto aba kama ebi nso wɔ hɔ no mu a wɔn ankɔto koraa but ne nyinaa ɛyɛ nti monkɔ so ne Peace FM ntena yɛbɛsan aba mo na so bio.
Ghana manfo eya sumdue hu dawro ene yebo kyeremu eya abato ene yebeto enye ntokwa se wo party e na mo party bia eno nkyerɛ sɛ ya atamfo eno nti so yo mamba penti kona koto aba asumdue na omanga na eye asumdue man abato bremo umaye sheyo yesisa yesumano
It's
Adishiman, Ghana your man fefe, Yawosika wameimo, Yawokoko wameimo, Yawotimpa wameimo, Yawokoyo wameimo, Bibiara hiya yanyo, Aya mwaninyo, Waninyi sa ufri Ghana, Gano, Gano, Oseye Gano, Gano, Ghana ya Adishiman, Ghana your man fefe, Yawosika wameimo, Yawokoko wameimo, Yawotimpa wameimo, Yawokoyo wameimo, Bibiara hiya yanyo, Aya mwaninyo, Waninyi sa ufri Ghana, Gano, Gano, Oseye Gano, Gano.
Mon feeling me wrong.
Go Jones,
Chili.
Africa, Mama Ghana, one Ghana.
One people.
Ooh yeah,
We cannot forget that.
Ooh Lord, please Lord, Heavenly Father. Oh yeah, we keep on talking, singing, and praying every day. Ooh yeah, please Lord, clean our way. Help Mama Ghana to pave the right way. We need peace. We want no war and forevermore. We keep on singing this song for peace, love, and harmony. To you we pray, Lord. Now your love and mercy will forever stay with Mama Ghana. To you we pray, Lord. We pray, Lord, for your failing love will forever stay with Mama Ghana. We need peace, love, and harmony. Ooh, Lord. We are one family. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. In Mama Ghana.
Niti yum yataba Bana nyele sungu do maili Dagu jem tila bebe Nyunkura baksara na chimba Sokam suma Tiduma na tetamilana Muninya humanda Afane madolo gana nema Ti yum yatabia Beye kasum tabia Ti yum yatabia Beye kasum tabia
Shall I wonder why? Set what in the make you do not uni peace. Would they think about countries so many refugees? Near me to me live cool, Momu Chekudi. How? Send me to the groups in the family. Wow. Yeah, betting not to quite be a bit down. It's a funny coin in a haba yet I seen in Yasa Force. If you know we did not walk mine, I cut it to four. Yamin woman, the money, man. Did you know we did not menkasa? Bibi have when Yakuma, not to Oboasi menkasa. I'm Magana, give me the water. Consider Benny Jantokwa. Min number that they better get into the some poop in the book. Mofele me ram.
Listen, every time I speak no war but peace. Push out confusion and embrace harmony by all means. 1 + 1 is equal to 2. Just as peace and equal right is equal to sweet sentiments. Let go the loose talk and harmonize and gather the pieces. One African people every time on our land absolutely makes sense. An eye for an eye will let us go blind and useless. And a tooth for a tooth will make us dumb and penniless. Rise up, gather your loins, let us not live in crisis.
One nation, one people, one family, one blood. Oh. Let's preach peace and harmony, cause we need no war. Let's think about living, let's think about moving forever. Yeah. We don't want no knife, we don't want no guns. Stay away from troubles and you will stay strong. Yeah, I stand for peace, yeah. It's cause baby, we need no war. We need no war. We need no war. We need no war in Mama Ghana. Twendole, twendole, ngonye awafia nonika twendole papa. Aniwaye manguye kana zelo. Labi. 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 Twendole, twendole, ngonye awafia nonika twendole papa.
Ana tomi na nyawodeka deka owo me musele abele mausi melo nya dede owo dai nya dada mudeka ni na myale no bisi pena to me fafa na mai.
We need
she will see. Oda me de bedo me mina many bere. Any mreshe. Oda me de bedo me mina many bere. Sami do me man, me boni tiano. Sami do me man, me boamane to pon. Sami do me man, me pesa me kuminya. Kusu ne pape muse o man. Sami do me man, me ni pahimo. Me do ni pe biara enyina fe. Oda me di bedo me mina ehia. Oh my hold on, Emma oh my koso. Sami do me man, minye boni tiano. Sami do me man, me bwa mane tupo. Sami do me man, minye pesa me kuminya. Kusu ni pape muse oh man.
Sampanite, Sampania Futu Sam, radio non cosuna, B7, Sampanite, Sampania Futu Sam, radio non cosuna, B7, B7 station, Papa, B7 bonum, Mamatia, and Sampango, B7. penite, Sampania futu sam. Already non cosuna, be seven. So penite, Sampania futu sam.
Ghana manfo eya sumdue hu dawro ene ye bokyeremu eya abato ne ye beto enye ntokwa se wo party e na mo party bia eno nkyere se ya atamfo enu nti so yo mamba penti kona koto aba asumdue na omanga na eye asumdue man.